Hello! Welcome to another Journal With Me video. This journal entry was actually from last week. On Wednesday of last week, there was the final episode of season 13 of The Masked Singer TV show. And I've never watched The Masked Singer actually ever before, but I watched the finale and I am a huge fan and will definitely be watching more seasons when they come out. The Masked Singer is where contestants, they invite celebrities, and the celebrities are in a mask, are in a costume from head to toe. The audience doesn't know who they are. They auto-tune their voice, so you have no idea who the celebrity is. They have clues that they give throughout the season, and they have, their singing voice when they perform, but the judges and the audience have to guess who they are based solely on their voice, not what they look like. And I've never seen it before. Like I said before, this was season 13. I never even knew it was a show, but I kept seeing clips of this singer Boogie Woogie on my YouTube, and the past few weeks of seeing all these clips, I just felt so strongly that the contestant who played Boogie Woogie was Andy Grammer. Andy Grammer makes up 80% of my playlist, so I know his voice really well, and the clues matched up, and his singing, his song performances, I just knew that has to be Andy Grammer. So that convinced me to start watching this show, and I loved making a night of it and watching the finale. It was so fun. Andy Grammer did end up being Boogie Woogie, and that was a fun reveal, and his songs were so good. All of his performances, highly recommend going to check them out, just searching for Boogie Woogie and all of his songs. They were so good. I don't think I will ever recover from Unsteady. That song was just gorgeous when he sang it. And he's just one of my favorite artists anyway. I just love Andy Grammer, so it was really fun seeing him in the show. Right here I was drawing Boogie Woogie in my journal, and my brother came by to see what I was drawing and bumped the camera on accident, so I lost a bit of the footage, and we got a view of the ceiling.
I just need to see Boogie Woogie one more time.
For these first two pages in my journal, I wanted to do a little newspaper-esque entry where I share the breaking news that Boogie Woogie is Andy Grammer. Even though it wasn't really shocking to me, it still was like a shock ending to the season. So I wanted to journal about that. And then on the left side, I wanted to draw my own little Boogie Woogie character in my journal and kind of write some of my thoughts and feelings while watching the show. And then this page over here, I'm pasting in pictures of Pearl and Boogie Woogie, who were the two finalists, just kind of giving an overview of my thoughts while watching the show. The first place winner was Gretchen Wilson, who I've actually never heard anything by her, so I definitely will have to go check her out because she was Pearl in the competition and she was so good. Definitely a reason she got first place. She was really awesome. For this last journal entry, I wanted to make a picture of Andy Grammer with a lot of my favorite songs that he sings. This picture that I printed out is his cover of his song Love Myself. It's just him, and then all the lyrics to Love Myself are in the background. So that was my inspiration for this spread. I took that picture and I cut out Andy Grammer and pasted that in my journal, and then behind him in those similar colors as the Love Myself poster, I was writing some of my favorite songs. And I've done this before. This is another journal entry in the past that I made like a current playlist, and I think they're so fun to go back and see what you've been listening to, what you liked at that time, because it just brings me back to that time in my life when I was listening to those songs. Or sometimes I forget about a song, but then I go back and look at those journal entries and think, oh my gosh, I remember this song, and I get to go hear it again. They're really fun journal entries because it just transports you back to that time that you were listening to those specific songs. I love going back and rereading them. So if I'm ever wondering what I was listening to in May of 2025, or if I'm just reading this journal and wanting to see a list of Andy Grammer songs, I thought, what a better way to honor Boogie Boogie than making a list of some of my favorite Andy Grammer songs. And these are not all of his songs, but these are ones that I really like that I wrote down just so that I would have a little current playlist and my current Andy Grammer favorites to look back on. These are the journal entries that I did today. I had such a fun time watching The Masked Singer and then journaling. I just turned on Andy Grammer, of course, and I journaled, and it was super fun. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.